Hello everybody, I'm the Worm, back with some more VLR. Let's just say that. I've been saying Virtue's Last Reward for a while now, and I just sort of realized, wait a second. Why don't I just abbreviate it? That seems to be much more efficient. At least, I name my files that way, just VLR, so why not just do that? So I think we'll do that. Last time, we started up again after a little break. We discovered, well, no, the discovery was before that. We went with Kay to the location of poor Luna, who seems to have been killed due to an injection of, and I wrote this down, let me see if I can pronounce it correctly, tubocurarine. I think that's it, tubocurarine, which is apparently some kind of relaxant. And I'm not sure what the technical, precise cause of death in that instance would be. Presumably some or many organs failed and, she died. So, I mean, the highest suspect for that right now currently is just, what's her name? Clover. Due to the we speculated earlier that maybe Clover caught on to what Alice was thinking, that it might have been Luna that killed the old lady, and so presumably Clover thought that Alice confronted Luna and Luna killed her, and so in revenge of that, Clover killed Luna. That's the immediate sort of theory that I think anyone could sort of, guess at the outset. Whether that is the case, of course, we will only find out in the future. Other than that, we had a few talks with Kay just about Luna and about a few other things, and I was very impressed with what he was saying. So certainly last episode has made me enjoy Kay much more. I want to trust him. Part of why I like Luna is because she seems so trustworthy, and I want to keep believing in her. And Kay kind of really rose up the ranks in that regard. So I really enjoyed him last time. Just, I don't know what this says about me, but the people that have a strong moral, what would it be? Foundation, or empathetic, that sort of thing. I seem to gravitate toward more. I'm sure that's intended, but in any case, we went, because we were low on time, we had to go to the next set of doors. We ended up having an issue because Tenmyoji and Clover are nowhere to be seen, and it looks like we were going to just wait for them regardless, but because Kay did not want us to be punished and perhaps die, he forced us through the door, that being Phi and Sigma. And we're thinking that Kay and Dio probably went through their door too, but we didn't get to see that. In any case, we're here now in the security office, I guess it is. Was that on before? Oh, yeah. I don't remember shutting these off. We got the code. Yeah, we got the regular code last time. What was it? Yeah, we got this one last time. But we're not going to stop there. There's still a puzzle that needs to be solved here. We haven't put the password in this one. This one was green, right? I have my paper here. Let's see. ADGB? Yes. Yeah, there's still more to do here, so we're gonna be in this room still. Of course, Fi, of course. It takes a lot of restraint to not just be disdainful all the time, I see. To the correct ones. 4 moves. Okay, so... presumably... yeah, okay, so, I mean, we're thinking that... I mean... have we messed with this yet? No. I'm thinking that just this side would correspond to this side, and this side corresponds to this side, right? And I mean, both sides are the same, just reversed. How about I take a picture? Let's just take a picture of this. Just so I have like a reference while I work. And let's take a picture of this too. Even though I know it's the same, just, you know, having a visual reference on hand, I feel may help. Okay, let's try this. This one would be, let's see. So we want all the hexagons green and all the triangles purple, right? I don't think I'm very good at these kinds of puzzles, so this might take me a while. Oh! No. I got it. Well, right as when I was preparing for however long that was going to take, I got it. Excuse me. Let's see what we got. Say what? I was you. Interesting. Let's solve this one. Also, am I recording correctly? Let's check. Looks like it. Okay. So this one. I was having trouble with this one when I first saw it last time. We want these all green, and we want the hexagons all red. Obviously the same trick won't work twice. Yeah, same trick won't work twice. So we gotta think, How to do this, how do we do this? Oh my goodness. He's a monster. He's a monster. How does he do it? I guess if you just refresh yourself and have a comeback, you know, leave it and come back in with a fresh mind, I guess you could just, you know, do it easily. I was you, will be me. I mean, let's try it. Oh. I was you, will be me. Will be me. We have to turn the other ones off, don't you? Don't we? Let's do that. Oops. She knows everything we need to get rid of. Wait, which ones are those? Everything she knows. Oh, dang it. was you, will be me. Oops. Oh, there we go. It's so weird to me how you have to... Huh. So wait, is it meant to be a complete thing? So is it like I was you, will be me, she knows everything? Who's the she in this instance? This could just be, you know, nonsense, but... Hey, there we go. Sunstar Sun. Nice. Very nice. This has been the best, I think, the best safe room so far. Or safe room. Escape room. No hiccups, really, which is interesting to me. I was thinking those, the triangle hexagon things were going to take me a while, but I guess not. Oh wait, what did I... No. Oh my goodness, did I do this? I think I did this in the lounge too. maybe this isn't as crazy as I think it is, but this is the second time I've gotten the bonus code before the actual exit code. Huh. That's funny to me. It opened. Secret. Yeah, so far no one has, at the beginning I said that someone told me during my 999 playthrough that, it might have been Claudius actually. I'm not sure if I'm remembering that correctly. But someone told me not to read those golden files because apparently they spoil stuff just outright, which is pretty crazy to think about, actually. But no one has countered that or said to read them. So I'm gonna keep saving those. Maybe at the end I can do a whole thing where I read all the golden files just to get more background. Sounds good to me. Okay. This card looks familiar. Different image, though. Yeah. And then we've got the same key as usual. Alrighty. Okay. The situation is currently not very good out here, so be prepared for more sadness, I think.
Wait, I just realized something.
What's that?
When we were looking at the security footage earlier, we were just looking for live feeds. We were trying to figure out where the others are, what they were up to, if they were alive, and so on. But we totally forgot that security systems like this can do more than show you live footage. Are you following me?
Yeah. You're talking about stuff that's been recorded, right? Footage of the past. If they store that, we might be able to see it.
Yeah. I don't know how much luck we'll have, but it's worth a shot.
Definitely. Of course, considering where we are and who we're dealing with, that being a, facility that is entirely controlled by an AI, I'm somewhat doubtful that we'll get anything useful. Or if we get something useful, it'll be something that Zero has decided we should see, you know? What do we do?
Leave that to me.
You know how to use this thing.
Well, it was designed so that a human could operate it. That means there's a logic to how it's set up. A computer computes, a calculator calculates, and an automobile mobiles. Everything's designed to do something, and once you know what, you can start guessing how. Once you start to figure out how to get it to do things, it's just a question of playing with it until it does the things you want it to. See?
Monitoring video data. Looks like this is it. Good work.
Knock it off. Makes it sound like you're better than me or something.
Wait. What the heck is this? Everything says no data.
Let's check the log. Damn it. This isn't good. Looks like all the video data was removed before we got here.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. By 0?
That would be my guess. All it says here is administrator.
Damn. Well, that's a little frustrating. That footage could have told us a lot.
Yeah. It might have given us what we need to figure out who the killer is, too. The camera in room 2 in the crew quarters would have recorded what happened to Alice and Luna. Same for the old woman in the warehouse. And if there was a recording of us being carried into the AB rooms, we could have even figured out who Zero Senior is.
Hey, what's this?
You want to open it?
Yeah.
It says Golem status.
That should be the system logs of those robots. I told you about them in the pantry, remember?
Yeah. You mean the room full of robots on the other side of the green door?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Shoot. Everything here's been erased too.
Looks like it.
I guess there isn't anything we can... Wait a second.
What is it?
There's a scroll bar. Try scrolling. That's our dude. Golem. I knew it. That golem, we bet, is still functional.
What do you mean? I thought you told me Golem, or whatever his name was, started spitting smoke and keeled over.
Yeah. But he said that his... whatever passes for a golem's brain, I guess, was in the main computer. Only his body was disabled. His brain is probably still functioning. Can we see his logs?
Already on it. Here you are.
Then, try the one that says cache. These file names are they all just seem like random characters. Whatever. Just pick one and open it, I guess.
Sure. This is...
Yeah, that's what I thought. This is probably from right after Cade decked us. This is the first time I think we get to see Sigma's 3D model. Interesting. I mean, we've seen the 2D art in those flashbacks, but that's interesting. We'll be tossed into that white door on the left on the minute. Just watch. He looks a bit thinner than his 2D art kind of made him out to be, I think. But kind of hard to tell. See?
interesting. This is the footage the Golem pulled from the main server. The original data was deleted, but it looks like the stuff he pulled is still here.
Exactly.
So, if we go back through these files...
Yeah. We might be able to figure out who the killer is. Maybe even who Zero Senior is.
Nice. Great work, Sigma.
Come on. I told you I don't need you kissing my ass. Besides, it's not like I really did anything. Sorry. I started going through the rest of the files. Security footage showed Kay and Dio clearly passing through the white door on the far right. Okay, so they did make it. I thought that was probably going to be the case, but good to get that confirmed.
Good. Looks like they're both fine.
That just leaves Tenmyoji, Clover, and Quark. I opened my mouth to continue, and then it happened. Oh my goodness. My vision suddenly blurred, and shaking my head did nothing to clear it. I staggered, my balance gone. Whoa. What? Why is she talking like that? She sounds like someone's playing a tape of her voice all sped up. What is going on here? I can't understand what she's saying. Why is she moving so fast? It's like watching a video on fast forward. What the hell is... Wait. Could it be me? Maybe my brain is slowing down somehow. So it just looks like everything is speeding up. I still couldn't make out what she was saying, so I just nodded weakly. My eyes drifted shut as I tried to sort out what was happening to me. I woke up several minutes later. When I opened my eyes, the first thing I saw was the ceiling of the security office. I sat up slowly, rubbing tenderly at my head. Phi, who had been sitting in front of one of the monitors, stood up and walked over as soon as she heard me move.
You okay?
Her voice sounded normal again, and she wasn't moving strangely either. Whatever had been happening seemed to have stopped. I let out a quiet sigh of relief. Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
You sure?
Yeah.
That's good. You really looked like you'd lost it for a minute there.
Well, I seem to have found it again. This is the security office. Maybe they got a lost and found?
Your sanity's pretty easy to miss. I'm surprised anyone found it, let alone turned it in.
Heh.
Well, looks like I don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah. I think I must just be getting tired. Kinda surprised you didn't catch up with me sooner.
I hope that's all it is. You haven't caught a disease or something, have you?
Well, there is a candidate for that. For just a moment, I thought of Radical 6, but I didn't want to worry Phi if I didn't have to. Better to stay quiet about it. Really?
Well, you're looking a lot better, so I can stop worrying, right?
I mean, I guess. Plus, we know the symptoms of Radical 6 now. We know it's suicidal behavior, so we know he doesn't have it, but at this point in time, Sigma's not aware of that. What are you, my mom?
Fine. No more check-ins. Anyway, I figured something out while you were resting. Come have a look at this.
What is it?
Footage from room 2 in the crew quarters. The room where we found Alice and Luna. I dug it out of Gollum's cache.
When was this recorded?
We'll see in a minute.
Up there on the right. That looks like some kind of time code.
Can you figure it out?
No. It's just a bunch of numbers. I can't make heads or tails of it.
Yeah. The central server seems to be using its own time system. Files appear to be named based on that system. They might as well be random to you and me, which made it pretty hard to find this gem.
Huh? Oh, it's Kay.
Yeah.
He looks at his bracelet here. Probably checking how much time is left.
I'll just pause that and magnify it.
Enhance. I see we have the future tech to enhance this. Yes, that's right. 21 minutes. So that means this footage is from 21 minutes before the primary doors opened, right?
Exactly.
That would have been the white doors in this case, right?
Yes. After Kay leaves this room, it's about 2 minutes before he comes back with you and me.
So Alice should be there, we just don't see her, right? There were 20 minutes on the clock when we met up with him, right? So that means what we're seeing here is Kay 1 minute before he saw us.
Right.
That means this is right after he tried to resuscitate Luna.
Yeah, if you believe him. The footage here doesn't show any of that.
Are there any other angles?
I looked around, but I couldn't find one. The only stuff left is shot from this position. Even so, I think we've gotten our hands on something important.
You mean that this is a record of what happened right around the time of Luna's death, right?
Exactly. Are you ready?
Hang on. There was something we wrote down about this, or I wrote down about this. No, I had written down last time Kay said something about he waited 3 minutes from, he heard a scream, right? And so he waited around 3 minutes before checking. So this footage doesn't really confirm or deny that. So yeah, I guess just it shows we don't see Alice or Luna's body, but what that footage shows us is he checks the time about a minute before we see him. I guess that's a summary of what that means for now. Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. I'll move back to the start of this file so we can see it in chronological order.
Oh, there's more.
Let's say this is 0 hours, 0 minutes. After all, it's not like we know what time it actually is.
Right.
So, this is the start of our footage.
There's no one here.
Yeah, about a minute goes by before anyone shows up.
Wait. How do you know it's been a minute?
This.
Oh, that's the hourglass we used earlier.
Yeah, if I play it back at normal speed, I can measure time using this hourglass. Then I just add the time from the hourglass, and that's how far in we are.
Huh. Oh, someone's coming in. Of course. Here we go. So this is not particularly surprising. Luna. Is that Clover behind her?
Yeah, this is 0 hours, 1 minute. Right now you and I are talking to Dio in the Floor B warehouse. With the time frame we've established, calculating what we're doing is pretty easy.
What's going on? Are they fighting? Huh, no. It's not really a fight. It looks like Clover's just going off on Luna. Luna's just staying silent and listening to her.
Yeah.
Can we hear them? Is there an audio track?
Want to listen to it?
What the hell is this?
Don't know. The audio data must have been transcoded into something else.
Well, we won't be able to understand anything in that.
Seen enough? I'm going to fast forward a little bit.
Huh?
Clover's interrogation goes on for a while, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Now, at 0 hours, 10 minutes, things suddenly change. Here.
Hey! They're gone. As I watched, Clover moved steadily closer to Luna, who backed away almost as if she were frightened. Clover continued her advance until she disappeared below the bottom edge of the screen. Is there another... Oh, no, you said that this was it.
Yeah, this is the only one that I found. Shouldn't be too hard to guess what happened after you've seen the next part, though.
Clover left. She looked like she was kind of panicking.
Yeah.
I mean, the other option is, you know, there's something crazy with Luna and she commits suicide or something. I mean, that's the other option here. Especially from looking at this footage now that we know Clover went there. It's either Clover killed her or Luna commits suicide for some reason.
This is about a minute and 40 seconds after they both left the frame. So 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds.
Now let's keep track of this, because supposedly it's supposed to be 3 minutes that pass until Kay walks in, right? 11:40. So at 14:40 or thereabouts, we should see Kay. Only Clover left. Luna's still in the room. That means...
Hold on. Wait until you've seen the whole thing before you start deducing. At 0 hours, 12 minutes, another person comes in, just missing her.
Dio. He's disappeared too. Down below the bottom of this frame. What's he up to?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that whatever it was, he doesn't want us to know about it.
Well, with Dio walking in there, that's just complicated everything. Now I have no idea right now. Why?
Remember what he said when you asked him about Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here.
You're saying he was lying. He wasn't in the Floor B warehouse the whole time. He went to the crew quarters after we left him.
Yeah. So what would have been important enough for him to lie about it? We should consider that it might have been something bad.
So, Clover's a suspect. Luna could be a suspect if it's suicide. Dio's a suspect. I mean, it's kind of all over the place now. And whatever it was, it happened during this time.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, now he's left. And it looks like he left in a hurry.
Maybe he heard a noise.
Like what?
The cyan door opening? Now, 10 seconds after Dio leaves, a fourth person shows up. That brings us to 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds.
So, still a minute before Kay shows up. No. I mean, close enough, right? Maybe there's a... It depends on when the first scream was, because Kay said it was 3 minutes after he'd heard a scream. When he heard Kay open the cyan door, he panicked. Whatever he was up to, he didn't want Kay to catch him at it.
And then Kay disappears too.
Yeah, below the bottom of the frame, just like the others.
If Kay was telling the truth, this is where he begins to try and resuscitate Luna. Anyway, nothing happens for the next 16 minutes. It's just this. So I'll fast forward, alright?
Sure.
Alright, should be around here. One sec. Okay, you should see something you recognize in a minute here.
There's Kay, coming in from the bottom of the frame. And he's checking the time on his bracelet. Huh. What are these little things on his... Does he have a belt? What is on at his waist? What are these things? So, we've come full circle, huh?
Yeah. We're back to 21 minutes before the primary doors open. For our arbitrary time code, that's 0 hours and 29 minutes. 1 minute later, at 0 hours 30 minutes, Kay heads to the Floor A warehouse.
Once he gets there, he'll tell us about Luna's death.
That's all the footage I wanted to show you. I've looked at it carefully, and I think it has something to tell us.
You mean who killed Luna, right?
Well, I can't say for sure. This footage makes for pretty shaky evidence, but it does suggest a very likely culprit.
Oh, man.
Who do you think it is?
Sorry. I ran over the footage in my head. 0 hours 1 minute, Clover and Luna enter the room. So, it's who of the four is the question. For 9 minutes, Clover aggressively questions Luna. 0 hours 10 minutes, they both move out of frame. 0 hours 11 minutes 40 seconds, Clover exits the room. 0 hours 12 minutes, Dio enters the room. Dio also immediately exits the frame. It seems likely that Dio was up to no good during this period. 0 hours 13 minutes as Dio exits the room. 0 hours 13 minutes 10 seconds, Kay enters the room. Kay also disappears from the camera's field of view. this point, there are 16 minutes where nothing happens. 0 hours 29 minutes. Kay enters the frame. He looks at his bracelet. It says 21 minutes. The remaining time until the primary doors open. There seems to only be one conclusion. The person who killed Luna is... I guess we'll save. The fact that both Phi and Sigma say it like it's obvious. I mean, I'm trying to just imagine what the scenario is. Is it... If it's not Clover, like, what? Did Clover push Luna and she hit her head and knock her out? And then Dio came in and then he took the knife and ran away. And then Kay came in and then he was the one who did it. Like, what's the trail of logic here? Like, Clover seems the most obvious. K seems the most unlikely. So what? Does the game want me to go with what's most unlikely? At least in my head? Let's try to think about this. So whatever Dio does, he only does it for a minute. I kind of want to go with K just because it's like the most unlikely option, right? And I feel like the game's trying to mess with me.
What makes you say that?
He was trying to resuscitate her. If he was really trying to save her, why not take her to the infirmary? It was close.
That's pretty weak reasoning. Unless we can be certain that the infirmary would have significantly improved her chances, taking her there could actually have been more dangerous.
Who do you think
Right now, the most likely suspect is Clover. That is true.
Why? Luna could have still been alive after Clover left the room. Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover even could have killed Luna too.
This footage isn't enough to tell us who the killer is. But if we take one other thing into account, then she starts to look a lot more guilty.
And what is that other thing?
What Dio said to us at the White Doors. Kay wanted us to go into the White Doors, right? You told him you wouldn't leave 3 people behind to die. What did Dio say to you?
Oh, I didn't catch this.
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed.
He would only have said that if he knew that only 2 of us would be going through the door. Do you understand?
Dio knew that we had Luna's bracelet? Which would mean he also knew she was dead, right?
Exactly. If he hadn't known she was dead, he would have said something else.
Okay, so it was just the most... so I psyched myself out, you know? I mean, I said at the beginning of this episode that that was the guess I felt like anyone could reach. And it's one of those things where... because you came to the option first, it's like, well, is that really it? Or is there another option?
He would have objected the moment Kay suggested we go through the door.
So how are they supposed to get through the front?
But he said nothing, almost as if he never expected her to be there in the first place. Now, why would he do that? I can think of two reasonable explanations. Either Luna was already dead when Dio entered room 2 in the crew quarters, or he killed her himself. If the latter was correct, however, I suspect he would have behaved differently. If Dio had killed Luna, he would have made sure to do something that he thought would cast suspicion off of himself. Most likely, he would have asked about her absence.
Where's Luna? So Win-Fi won't be able to get through the white doors without her.
Although it clearly wouldn't provide an ironclad alibi, I imagine he'd think it would make him less suspicious. That's why it's relevant that he said nothing about Luna. Of course, this doesn't mean he's innocent of killing her, but it does make it seem a lot less likely. So, if what I'm saying is correct, what does it mean?
That when Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead.
Exactly. Clover also has a motive.
Yep. You mean what Alice noticed?
Yeah. The movement of the A-B rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman.
Yeah, I should have just gone with my gut.
Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth. She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess. Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what. Luna might have said something that set Clover off, or maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder.
I mean, technically speaking, the suicide option is still not out of play here. When did Clover get the injection gun?
I would guess after she went through the yellow door, she would have been exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay.
Okay.
That seems the most likely place to find it.
Does she know about tubocuranine?
Anyway, this is all just a theory, right?
Yeah.
We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet, okay?
Yeah, I know. Oh, there was one last thing. Was there any other footage that showed anything?
No, nothing to tell us where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Quark went. And nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either.
So Zero Senior's identity.
Still unknown.
Okay. Well, let's go find Clover. I guess we're not going to know the truth unless we get it straight from the horse's mouth.
I wonder if Clover's even alive.
She is. She has to be.
I sure hope so.
Okay, let me check something. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll call it here, actually. We finished the escape room. Had a good discussion with Phi. Found some stuff on the computer surveillance stuff. And now we're here. Interesting. So I think we'll call it here. As you can tell, I'm starting to get a bit too starting to have a few fits here, so I'm gonna call it. Yeah, so I guess in this instance, I really just should have trusted my gut. I mentioned this last time, and a bit, I think, at the beginning of this time, where with Kay, it's like I want to trust him, but at the same time, I have this hang up where I feel like the game is going to do this psych out, this like double psych out, where we're going to make him purposely look intimidating or strange, so that you'll think it's a ruse and he's actually trustworthy, only to bam show you he's actually untrustworthy. Your original guess was actually correct, and we're gonna do this double, something like that. So yeah, and that choice there, I was thinking, what does the game want from me? Does it want me to pick the one that's most unlikely or the most likely? No, just go with your gut. What is the most likely? Just go with that. That's what I need to do. So next time we'll continue on with here. Hopefully find anyone else alive. Maybe confront Clover if she's still alive. We're pretty sure she and Tenmyoji didn't make it through the door, so who knows? I hope you're all doing well. This has been Virtue's Last Reward. I'll see you next time.